everyone, I'm back in my kitchen after a hiatus of about a month, and I'm very excited because I've gone and done a ton of groceries, and I bought a lot of vegetables because Ali and I've decided to eat some vegetables this month. And what I'm going to do is whatever I cook, I'm going to post it as stories, and then maybe later on string it up as a post, or you can catch it on YouTube. So stay with me on our journey on being vegetarian for as long as we can. And then most probably, kind of trying to balance our meals by having a bit of everything and an extreme of none. I also want to add that I'm trying vegetarian dishes right now, and we are not completely vegan, so I'm going to be using dairy products and eggs, etc. But I've decided to cut down a little bit of that too. So here we go. 3 things I'm going to be making today are a Thai green curry vegetable, a fried rice, and an oyster mushroom noodles. Start off with the fried rice. For that I've taken some oil in a pan like this. By the way, you might have noticed this is my favorite pan, and that's about 1 diced medium onion. I'm going to saute that very quickly. Move it around a little, and I'm adding 2 sliced de-seeded Thai red chilies, and then here I have 2 tablespoons of garlic and 1 tablespoon of ginger. Normally I don't use ginger in fried rice, but I feel like a change today. I've chopped 2 carrots, and I've chopped half a head of cabbage. There's 1 capsicum, there's 2 spring onions, and I feel like that's sufficiently sauteed, so I'm going to be adding in the carrots first. They take the longest to cook. Added the cabbage and the capsicum. I'm going to season this now. Added 1 teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of white pepper, and I'm going to be using crackled black pepper. Push that to the side. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, and then when it's hot I shall be adding in 2 eggs. Should have been hotter. Mix that up, add the green onions, and then I have a little bit of frozen bean sprout. If you don't have that, never mind, but if you do, add it now. And now we're going to add rice. Boiled some sticky rice, and I'm going to be adding that to the mix. That's 2 cups. Sprinkle a little bit of sugar, I would say half a teaspoon, and then some soya sauce, I would say about 2 tablespoons, or maybe 3. And some lemon juice, or you could go for vinegar. Added some basil, and now I'm adding some coriander. This is totally up to you. And the fried rice is ready. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite of that. It's good. I like it because of the white pepper that I added to this. It's really good. Or maybe I'm starving and I haven't eaten anything since morning. Oh, good. Next up is oyster noodles with mushrooms, and I know that oysters are not non-vegetarian, but you get a version of that if you're living in Singapore, Hong Kong, anywhere in Dubai, Thailand, America. Unfortunately, we don't get it here. If I said non-vegetarian version, I meant the vegetarian version. Okay, so to start off with, I've taken about a tablespoon of sesame oil, a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I've added about 12 pieces of sliced mushrooms. I'm going to saute this till it leaves water. Once the mushrooms left water, that meant they were sauteed. I push them aside, and then I'm just sauteing 2 tablespoons of garlic, and I'm just going to add half a teaspoon of red chili flakes. I'm using the Turkish ones that I got recently. You can use the regular ones too. And this is ready. I'm going to be adding a bunch of cut up spinach. And there's 3 spring onions sliced. There's half a red capsicum. There's some basil leaves and some coriander leaves. Stir fry this on high fire, guys. Add 1 packet egg noodles. Oops. Season that with half a teaspoon of palm sugar. You may use brown sugar. Crackled black pepper, 4 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of soya sauce. Mix this really well. I mixed that up and I garnished it with some crushed peanuts, and I had some sesame seeds, so that's what you can do as well. I'm going to try this. Out of the garlic I added, I felt like the garlic content was low, so I'm just going to sprinkle half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix this up and try it again. Okay, so I'm moving on to the Thai green curry paste, and I'm using vegetables. I've taken about 4 tablespoons of oil, and that's 3 tablespoons of the green curry paste. I'm just going to dilute it a little with some coconut milk so it doesn't burn. Just about that much. Mix that well. Vegetables I've decided to use today is 1 cup of French beans halved, 1 cup peas, and that's 1 zucchini, or you can use another form, and that's about half a cup of red capsicum, and that is 1 cup of bamboo shoots. So when I saute this sauce and the oil rises, I'm going to add the first thing that cooks the longest, which is the peas. Cover this for exactly 1 minute. Now I'm going to add the beans, and right after that the zucchini or any variation of bottle gourd or whatever you find, even pumpkin. Taking the seeds out of this vegetable, and you have to remember that this is going to leave a lot of water. So I'm adding in canned bamboo shoots. Now I've added half a can. I'm going to mix this well and pour a little bit of the coconut milk and cover it and cook it on slow fire till the vegetables are ready. I think that'll take about 7-8 minutes. Okay, this clearly took more than 7 minutes. I think the zucchini, kaddu, or whatever gourd you're using takes longer. And as it's cooking, it's leaving water. I'm just going to add 2 stalks of cut up lemongrass, dry, and about 6 to 7 lime leaves, 3 bird's eye chilies. I've not de-seeded that. I don't want to open it. It's mainly for the flavor and the smell. The squeeze of 1 lemon, and if you want you can add 1 teaspoon fish sauce. After that I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of palm sugar. That's what it looks like. If you don't have palm sugar, you can use brown sugar or white sugar. Add the red capsicum or peppers and the rest of the coconut milk. I think I'm going to add half a glass of water to this as well. At the end I'm going to be adding some coriander, some basil leaves. I've left some for garnishing, but this is nearly done. I'm going to try it, and I'm going to let you know if I need some more lemon or sugar or fish sauce. Green curry is ready. So if I was to make it again, I would make sure that I added the kaddu, zucchini first, and then I'd add the peas and the French beans, because unnaturally it's taken a while longer than I had anticipated. Maybe because it's not in season or for whatever reason, but it's turned out really good. I just had a bite and I quite enjoyed it. I did add a little bit more sugar and another squeeze of lemon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipes, and I hope you make them. And if you do, please take a picture and send it to me. And if you have any questions or queries, you know who to write to.